Today's event is very much a celebration of the success of the Herefordshire WW1 programme. It's been an absolute pleasure to work on it with the volunteers, and this provides an opportunity to thank everybody who worked on it, and also to evaluate the project through some direct feedback from people who have participated in it, so that we can feed that back into planning of events in the future and the sort of thing that we might want to do in the future.
And so I'm here today, very happily here today, on behalf of the HLF to celebrate your successful project. We've been really delighted to support this project because it encouraged people to learn about the First World War and its legacy and the way in which it has affected generations since the First World War.
I just wanted to provide an overview of the project, the activities and events that took place, and some of the key achievements over the last 12-13 months or so. A total of 11 co-funded activities took place between October last year and September this year. We have a printed brochure, which Ian has mentioned, we're launching today. This publication comprises a collection of articles submitted by the WEA tutors and visiting speakers to complement the visits, talks and workshop sessions that took place.
I'm going to introduce the next part of the programme, which is really about engaging yourselves in discussion, where you can actually share your feedback, your experiences and thoughts on the project. Sort of the purpose of this is not only to sort of evaluate the project and its outcomes, but also in terms of actually looking at how can we build on some of the heritage learning for the future.
Programme, and I think people sharing them, you know, there was a great sharing of knowledge and people coming forward, so that was very good.
The major discussion we had was about 1918 and whether we should focus on, you know, what did actually endure after the end of the war.
I think what surprises me more than anything is that we've taken 100 years really to start discussing it, and obviously I was around in the 1960s when we had the 50-year celebration, and it would have been interesting to really talk to some of them more.
My involvement in this project is because I've made a record of all the war memorials and all the war graves in the county of Herefordshire, and I've made a website of all those who died in the First World War. While I was doing the research, I came across lots of families who produced artifacts about their war dead, and I was shown the memorial plaques and the certificates that were sent to 1,300,000 men and women's relatives, those who had died in the First World War. And these memorial plaques were made from bronze that was from melted down shell cases. And these were just a few of the artifacts that I came across as I was doing my research.
I went to a talk by Julie Orton Davis about the women in the munitions factory in the First World War here at Rotherwas. And one of the pictures that came up on the screen of one of the ladies that worked there turned out, to my amazement, to be one of my aunts. So it caused quite a stir, actually. I think it makes people realise, in the case of the First World War, what actually went on and what it involved. And the WEA itself is a very good way of learning things, all the different courses that they provide. And there's also this very nice book that's been produced as well. So yes, it was very worthwhile.
Wonderful to hear that it's been a success in the main. Lots of interesting points for us to follow up on, which will be very exciting, because I'm part of the committee of Ledbury WEA, and I know I've got lots of ideas buzzing around that I'll take forward.